Okay, let's talk about if you're ready to buy a home. This is an important topic, right? Is this even something I'm ready to do? In this, we're going to talk about three main sections. The first section is talking about evaluating your financial health. The second section is considering your lifestyle needs. And then the last section is talking about your long-term goals. So let's talk about financial health. Again, this is talking about your credit score. So this first section is on your financial health. Let's talk about, what you need to be looking at to determine if you're ready to buy a home. The first thing would be your credit score. We want to make sure that ideally your credit score, the higher the better. That means the better rates you're able to get and the more easily you can qualify for a home. Typically, loans can go down to a 580, but obviously technically true, but those are hard loans to get through. And so ideally, you'd be above at least a 640. Okay, that's probably the next tier. 680, 700, 760 gets you the best rate. So anything above a 760, you're getting the best rates. The second thing you want to assess with your financial health is your debt income ratio. Again, how much are you able to get approved for? Another thing for your financial health is emergency savings. Now, you don't have to have savings, but obviously it does help to be able to overcome some of the obstacles and adversities that happen. Life is unexpected, right? A lot of things happen in life that we didn't see coming. And so having a 3 to 6 month emergency fund is a good idea to have. The last thing is down payment. Again, there are some loans that do not require a down payment, but it does help if you have a down payment because again, that opens up more options for you. Lower payments typically. So in the second section now, let's talk about understanding your lifestyle needs. Does it make sense to own a home? And one of the questions you're going to ask is, hey, are you okay to stay put for a little while, right? Or is your job might change soon in 6 months, a year, or, a couple of years, and you're thinking, hey, maybe I don't want to buy a house because obviously there's some permanence that happens with buying a house. Maybe it doesn't make sense to stay put in one area. Another thing to consider is space requirements. Are you planning to get married, have children? Are you going to need more space? And so if that's something you're looking to do, then yeah, maybe, it's time to buy a little bit bigger home so that you can kind of grow into that home. Another thing to consider is maintenance. Obviously, as a renter, you typically do not pay for any kind of maintenance. Whereas as a homeowner, you are the one on the hook for the different things that go wrong in that house. Are you ready for that? Are you okay to take on that added expense? The last section here is, does buying a home align with your financial goals? Does it make sense to own a home in your long-term investment plans? Buying a home is obviously a major investment, but it's probably one of the best investments you'll ever make in your life. And so I would say for most people, buying a home should be part of their overall financial plan.